Hello. All right. We are here in the west suburbs of Chicago, and we are here with
Shirley Thompson, your mother.
Okay. And
Charles Thompson, your father.
all right. And Marley Metzler behind the camera, just FYI. And okay, we're gonna get into a little bit of history of what my parents are actually doing, just to give some people some motivation, because irregardless of what age, color, creed, whatever you may be, you can be an entrepreneur or be taught at any given time. So, Mom, let's start with you. You just got in from work, and let us know, where are you working at? You don't have to give the name of the facility,
okay,
but where are you currently working at? What are you doing?
First of all, hello. I work at a health club, and it's in Glen Ellen, and I babysit children from age 3 to maybe 6 years old. And while the parents go and work out, we keep the children for about 2 hours. And we either play with them, let them sleep, we feed them a bottle. We don't have to change the pampers. Parents do that. We call them, and they come down and change the babies. And we just have a good time with those kids. And I mean, it is a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
And what encouraged you to do this? You had your own business / daycare inside your home. At what year was that?
I do believe that was 1987 and 83, all the way up to almost 1990.
So how many children did you have per week?
Just about 3 to 4.
3 to 4.
And plus my own children. But these were the children I keep during the daytime while my children was in school.
So about how much were you charging a week?
Maybe $50 or whatever they could give. For 2, maybe 70. That's about it. A week.
Okay. Wow. And we'll come back to you. Let's see. Charles, Daddy, what are you currently doing?
Currently, I'm working as a driver, courier, delivery service / I work with the company as an independent courier. Okay.
Wow. And we'll get back to some of the things you're actually doing with Google as well, as one of their photographers. So what led you to choose that career?
I mainly chose this career because of the fact that it gives me independent control over my schedule, and it also allows me to make some money without the difficulties of standing, working at a factory, or something like that. Because of that, I did factory work, and that was too difficult because of the operation that I had years ago. My muscles and my side couldn't take the strain. So I figure if I'm driving, I'm sitting down while I'm going from one delivery to another. So the sitting down part allows me to rest up between deliveries. And I can still fit in some good exercise during the day. I was retired for 5 years, and I went back to doing driving because I was a driver with 3 different companies over the course of the last 23 years. And,
23 years. Okay, so now what led you to have the current job that you have? So just being out in the community and doing deliveries. I know you have been a photographer for how many years?
I started doing photography actually in 72, 73. And at that time I started doing wedding photography. And then in college I worked as a school photographer with Southwestern Christian College. I was a yearbook photographer. And after that, I graduated from Southwestern and went to Oklahoma Christian. I did my own photography. I worked as a freelance photographer.
Okay, and then tell us a little bit about Van Gogh.
And after I graduated from college, I got a job with Van Gogh Studio as a photographer doing children and family portraits.
Wow. Okay, so let's get back to Mommy. Mommy, in growing up and so forth within the community, did you ever used to keep some children, or what motivated you to even start watching children, and being an only child, have 6 children?
Well, I've always liked children from a child up. And there were children in the neighborhood that my mother sold Avon to their parents. So, you know, we would go to church on Roosevelt Road. We would get those kids when we have Vacation Bible School, take them over there. It'd be between, I said, about 20 to 60 children. We'd walk them over there. Mama would be in the front, I'd be in the back, or vice versa, and we'll take those kids to Vacation Bible School that lasted for maybe a week to 2 weeks, and they would just have a good time. So every year, round about the time of Vacation Bible School, the children would want to go. Because like I said, my mother sold Avon to their parents. So these kids just loved us.
So you're saying your mother was an entrepreneur as well?
Yeah. Oh, she sure was. My God, yeah, she was.
Wow.
I have to say that. To be truthful and honest, I think her parents was the same way. I think they had a vegetable crop, and then they worked in the cotton field. They did a lot of things.
Because your mother had her own garden as well.
Yeah, and my grandmother it was 13 children. My grandmother could cook out of the book. She didn't need no book to cook. She just cooked so good.
She was the cookbook.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Daddy, let's go back to you and your upbringing and raising. Let us know about how your family was in upbringing, raising, what influenced you and your decision making.
I was raised on a farm.
Okay.
And we had like 7 acres of land, but we worked a lot of the, I grew up in Alabama, so during the time I was growing up, they had a lot of cotton fields around us, and we would more or less help out in the cotton fields during the time that cotton was available. And as a kid, we'd have to work to make our money to buy clothes to go to school on. So we worked during the summer and make our money for school. So we kind of had the feeling of being kind of independent. As we were growing up, we were like trying to help our parents with our support. So we grew up in an atmosphere where the family worked together. And my mom, she was always a hard-working person, so she would always like get involved in some kind of work, and we would have to come in and help her out. During the summer, my mom would can a lot of food because we canned our own vegetables and put them up for the winter. And we got used to doing a lot of canning. And for those of you who don't know what that means, it means you make jelly, you put it in a jar, and you have grape jelly. We made our own homemade grape.
So did your mother sell these things?
Jelly. We didn't sell it. We just kept it.
You just kept it
stacked up in the cabinet. So we had our own strawberry jam and jelly and corn and green beans and things that we would put away with a mason jar. And you know, we put lids on it and tighten it up and seal it.
We used to have some of that in Massasoit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
So my mom was always hardworking.
So did she have some entrepreneurship as well?
She didn't really get involved in the idea of
selling products then?
A product of the business.
Okay.
But the family, now my dad, during the summer one year, we worked commercial fishing. Okay. And we would fish and catch fish and sell fish.
Sell fish, okay. Some entrepreneurship. Got it. Got it. Okay. And so the teaching process, I know in the church, it's so many different things you all have done, but let's just talk about the future generation and how the future generation can learn from a lot of the different things that you've done. You both are teachers, and you taught in church as well as that extended outside of church and actually went to the neighborhood. So tell us a little bit about what you did in the church and then how that translated to the community. So Ma, let's start with you first. What did you teach in church?
I taught a Sunday school class,
Mm-hmm.
and it was small children. I do believe it was like the little small ones, not the
Okay.
preschoolers. It was the small children from age 2 to maybe 5.
Okay.
Yeah, and we would have a Sunday school booklet that we use every Sunday and read to them and tell them about God and Jesus and the things you need to do as a child, how to respect your parents, how to be nice to other people, how to help other people. We have little pictures and show them pictures and teach them how to read and stuff like that.
Okay.
And it was really a fun thing to do back in the day.
Okay, so now how did that translate to the community? The community children, our house was the house to come and eat at,
Yeah.
and come and have fun in the backyard.
Right.
So what was your role in that?
My role was to make sure I kept them in line. And if you come into my house, you gonna come and play. You ain't gonna disrespect. You ain't gonna use no bad words.
Profanity.
And we ain't gonna be no drinking there. We gonna have a good time. We gonna get either in the house and play games, or we gonna be outside playing games, or we'll be watching TV inside. And I'm gonna try to keep everybody in line, because all these children that came into my house was friends to you all, and maybe you went to school with them. Yeah.
All right. So now, Daddy, let's talk about your assistant preaching, your ministry, as well as how that translated to the community.
I grew up where my mom was very religious, and she didn't believe in missing no church service on Sunday. And we attended Bible classes. The congregation was small, so after a while, the minister that was working with the congregation, he couldn't afford to come down and help us anymore, so the group got together and asked me if I would help out, and I was around 16 years old at the time. So we had the minister from Corinth, Mississippi, where I lived in Cherokee, Alabama. The minister from Corinth, Mississippi, who would come up once a month. He decided that he would help us out once a month. So he came up and he ordained me as minister of Cherokee Church of Christ.
What age?
At 16. And he told me one thing, said, son, don't ever preach for money. That if you don't preach, present your message, do it for the love of God. And this is something you can do as a minister of God. You present the lesson and save souls. So I actually, when I was in 11th grade and 12th grade, my last 2 years of high school, I was working as the minister of the Cherokee Church of Christ.
Okay, and so how did that translate when you moved to Chicago?
When I moved to Chicago, I was, of course, faithful at the service, and by being there every Sunday and by being involved, I wanted to go to all of the different services. And the church had never had many young people that was actually faithful to coming to church. So I kind of surprised them. And then they wanted to know why, or what was it that motivated me to come. And I just told them that I was in the habit, I had a habit of coming to church. being faithful to church.
Mm-hmm.
So I began to be an example to the young people at this congregation that I was attending. And then after me and the minister began to get to know each other, then he wanted to encourage me, and that opportunity came after I graduated from the school that I was attending here. I came to Chicago to go to school for electronics. And after I graduated, I went to Southwestern Christian College. And the minister was involved in helping me to enroll at Southwestern.
Okay.
So naturally they were concerned about my progress, everything, and that kind of built a good relationship between me and the minister and the congregation.
Okay, so you did some assistant ministry there for how many years?
Actually, I figured from the time I arrived to, let's see, in 67 to 1992.
92.
So roughly about 25 years.
25 years. And then after that was Evanston. And so how long did you minister in Evanston?
For 4.5 years.
Okay, 4.5 years. Okay, so Ma, what state were you born and raised in?
I was born in Tennessee and raised some few years there. Then we came up here to Chicago.
Okay.
Because my dad had a job up here.
Okay.
And then I think Mom got a job too, working as a homekeeper, or, you know, day work.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, Daddy, where were you born and raised at?
I was born and raised in Cherokee, Alabama.
Okay. And then what led you here?
I came here to go to school.
Okay. All right. And then, so you guys met what year?
Now, when I first got here in 1967, I'm not sure if I had a chance to venture out to many churches.
Okay.
My first year, I was very involved in school, and the weekend I was working, so it was probably the second year that I was here.
Okay.
1968.
Wow.
I do remember working Sundays, which was Sunday evenings, which was kind of difficult for me. So I was looking for a job where I could have Sunday evenings, Sundays off completely.
Okay.
So it took a year to find the right job.
Okay. And then she was singing at the time.
And
Mommy was singing. What was you doing, Mom? Singing in the church choir.
Group. Yeah.
Shirley was in her last 2 years of high school.
Wow. Okay, and so y'all been married now for how many years?
42 years.
Okay.
But we knew each other since I was
5 years before
I was
that.
18 and she was 15.
Okay. Well, this is the first phase of a series. Married prior to 6 children. One is now looking over us as an angel, and more to come. So another release will be, let's let the camera know what we are working on, the Babies and Bears book, which is to be released next month. So, yeah, Babies and Bears book. The book that you worked on in Michigan, and that Daddy's currently working on right now, the Babies and Bears. So, all right. So, we signing off.